Ladies and gentlemen, frowners and alike, I finally, I finally finished the game, Civ 5 in the Vox Populi new beta. This one is gonna be an AAR for the Empire of Japan, as you can see here. So I'll just tell you this: this was an extremely lucky start. All right, I had two natural wonders right next to me. First, we got the Mount Fuji, which historically accurate. We got the Mount Kilimanjaro, which not only gives me actually both of these give me culture and faith, but not just that. Kilimanjaro, if I remember correctly, gains the altitude promotion, thus doubling movement speed through hills, and granted comet bonuses on hills. So that's doubly nice. So and then right here, I got Goddess of Nature. Um, this part doesn't matter, but what's important is the natural wonders gain +3 faith into culture, meaning that gave me a huge start. Like I think I, if I remember correctly, I was the first one that got the first religion, so that's absolutely wonderful. Then it helped immensely with the culture. I'll show you right here. By the way, I went to freedom. By the way, so authority Japan can be strong. In some cases, it can be stronger than like say Aztecs, Huns. But for me, early game Japan should be full blown tradition. Get the court chapel, palace gardens, guardhouse, state treasury, and also the royal astrologer. Um, which can, if you get the finish the entire tower policy tree, you get the throne room. So that's nice. Gives you like all yields, as you can see right here. And so this gave me an immense start early game. So I really didn't need to worry all that much about culture and then tourism, and to some extent faith, since both of these natural wonders give me faith automatically. 7 for Fuji and 3 for Kilimanjaro. So ultimately, nothing changed with the Kilimanjaro, and slightly increased with the Mount Fuji. So that's unfortunate, but ultimately, I want to. Oh, let me show you again. Then right after that, immediately went to fealty. I got capitalized on the immense religion potential here, especially with the two natural wonders giving me culture and faith. So that's pretty nice. Now where was it? With these policies, of course, ultimately I ignored organized religion and divine right, so I can get fiefdoms, which gives +1 happiness for every military unit. In 10 military units in the empire. Um, which I was planning on. Well, I was planning on just conquering the Carthaginian Empire down south right here, since they were the only civ that spawned right next to me. This is a long ass island, kind of big island, but yeah. The original intent was for me to just conquer them, KO them, knock them out of the game. But unfortunately, they had gates, so that's unfortunate. Uh, I mean, it's not surprising to be fair, since if I remember correctly, I didn't have really a naval presence and shit. So yeah, I go well. Still, ultimately, how better than my hair vassal. Yeah, wasn't able to finish the job, but hey, at least I have them on my side, I guess. So that's nice. And then oh yeah, let me show you the new. Show you the new unit or the building, I should say. Now, the Kabuki Theater, it's selectively great. It's not. It's not perfect. It's not terrible. It's just that usually it's just mediocre. But in this game, it just had to be a clutch since I went tradition this game. Sometimes when I play Japan, I usually just go for authority most of the time, since like their bonuses as a civ right here. Um, wasn't cool, especially when this part of the UA When the great admiral, great general is born, gain 50% progress towards a great artist, writer, or musician in your capital. Which, if you complete a few city state quests for like wiping out barb encampments, you're gonna get the great general quite easily. Especially if you just min max it. Which case you might get one general, two generals and shit, which automatically gives you well, not only gives you what's it called? Gives It automatically gives you tourism when they spawn in, but also permanent culture. Well, no, well there can be uh more to apply with the UA, but for the most part, you can either just bulb them or just make them like to like an artifact, a great work or some shit. But you don't really need maybe except for the artist, which I used one earlier in this game. So yeah, that's a great thing. But in other words, the Kabuki theater is quite nice. It gives excuse me, it gives plus one gold to the writers, artists, and musicians, which adds credence to the fact that early game Japan, you go tradition, then potentially you go with artistry, in my opinion, then ultimately you go down rationalism, which I show you right here. Plus one ambitious for all needs in all cities, so that, that automatically makes it viable, in my opinion. Then instead of going fealty, you can go artistry down here if there's no natural wonders near you. Um, you can double down, pretty much become, if nothing else, like a cultural powerhouse. But I still have it for any in this game, fortunately, since natural wonders and shit gave me a head start, and ultimately made me the number one by a long shot. I'm telling you. And if we optimize it, I mean it's already optimized, yeah. So it's got OP, but yeah. So after we puppet Carthage, we kind of expanded a little bit during the industrial era. Well, late Renaissance, early industrial. So we planted Yokohama and Hakodate right here. Maybe as like, well, they're not really springboard. They're just more so of like taking this land. Since I'd rather just have my cities be there than like Polynesia, the Aztecs and stuff. So yeah, and also I just wanted to just expand a little bit. So yeah, and also during the industrial age, I wiped out a few barbs here and planted cities of Shimonozaki, Matsuyama, Sapporo. So that's nice. And ultimately, apparently, the Aztecs got a little. Well, I got that wrong. No. The Zulu got extremely butthurt by the fact that I fucking planted these cities right here, and I kind of pissed them off, which ultimately let them declare war on me of all people. So clearly, I had to fucking wipe them out, which took. The first war was brutal. Okay, because I had most of my forces over here on this side of the fucking continent right here. So I was kind of like, I'm pretty sure I bought I'm pretty sure half of these units are the units that I bought within Tokyo, Kagoshima, Kyoto, you name it. And like I brought the rest of the army from here to fucking over here, man, which was fucking micromanaging. Goddamn, I hate that. But yeah, the first war I won barely, and that's only because I had more numbers. And so, like I said, um, like I said before on the channel, duelers are OP. Even if they're like fucking behind it when it comes to tech. Like let me show you. Here they have 54 tech. I have 60, so I'm ahead of them, especially because of Miltech, and yet they're still able to keep up with me. So the first war I only took the city of Babanango, which I mean it was a good springboard for my second war. So and I'll explain it. The second war, I prepare a massive buttload of naval units right here. Um, Actually, that reminds me of the unique naval unit Japan's got, but we'll say something about it later. Anyways, yeah, I prepared for the second war, which they did not expect since they were fighting the Turks, the Arabians, and also the Mongolians, and somewhat the Germans and shit. They only send like naval units, like just harass them. So yeah, the Zulus were kind of distracted, and I took advantage of them. Took the cities of Nawengo, Bulawayo, Nongoma. I mean, they were kind of easy, bro. Yeah, it's kind of easy. I will say until we get up here to Alundi and Quatukuzo. I mean, which they were they were bloodbaths. But I remember using these 3 units, three of my best units. That's unfortunate, but ultimately we took the city of Alundi in this city, Quatukuza. There you go. And then ultimately, during the end, near the end of the war, I essentially just nuked them right here. Fallout. I mean, I literally just absolutely wrecked them. And I'm pretty sure that's only because of the fact that they were fighting multiple fronts on multiple wars and shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. The city of Homo, which are literally from the Zulu. So they're a nice little puppet. They're a little puppet, little nice guy. And right here, I forgot this. We're yeah, yeah. Here's the plan. We're gonna convert all of this to like Shinto, which based. I got nothing else to say other than that. But yeah, moving on with the unique naval unit, which I didn't get to this game, but I remember playing it. I remember using it in another game as Japan. Um, let me show you right here. Where was it? Taikon Kyoyo gain 400% of the combat strength of defeated enemy units as the Great Admiral points. I mean, look, it's kind of similar to the Spanish Armada, but at least at the very least, it's better than was like the Santa Maria ability, where like gives like 100% of the combat strength of defeated units as like Great Admiral points, which that's just ass. That ability is just ass, but with the Kyoho, it's something. I'm not saying it's like it's gonna single handedly spawn a shit ton of Great Admirals, but every once in a while it's gonna be like one or two Admirals, and that's if you have like the Admiral generation bar like halfway or something. But it's not in this game, unfortunately. Yeah, look, bounty on his unit plus 400 plus 400 culture and golden age points, which means if the enemy defeats his unit, it just gains that. So yeah, that's fun. That's so fun. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can also do indirect fire, which that's nice. Yeah. I mean, nothing else to say about that. This unit is just all right. Yeah, I forgot. Moved my mic. But no, being for real though, I hate the fact that this unit requires nuclear fusion, which need I remind you, it's late into the game. Right here, nuclear fusion. Like look, I wish the Yamato just spawns earlier to maybe like a to replace the destroyer, not the what's it replace? What was it? Which replaces the battleship. I mean, wait, the end of Dark. So wait, hold up. If I compare this, okay, I will not. I did not notice the combat strength and the range combat strength. Maybe I'm just dumb, but whatever. So let's see. Okay, so that's virtually the only unique thing. The Tio, the for the Kyo. I mean, it's just the armor point generation, I guess. Look, it's a decent unit and all that, but I just hate the fact that it's like it just spawns late. Okay, like by the time I reach here, like around computers, radar, electronics, usually I just win the game. But I'm just honest. I'm just honest. Like usually, like in most of my games, most of my playthroughs and all that stuff, uh, I it's either I stop here in the atomic era or I just win by like any victory type. Usually it'd be domination or sign. No, it's not science. Usually it's domination and culture, but um, it's mostly just domination at this point. Besides like getting computers and like ultimately Blatchley Park, OP Wonder. I just hate the yacht. Look, I know it's good. I just hate that it spawns late into the game. Where by then it's just like, yeah. I like the 400%. for the Admiral point generation. But at that point, it's like, who cares? Like, who fucking cares? Like, I'm genuinely being so fucking for real. Like, if you just have like let me show you. If you just have the Reformation to the glory of God, you can get the Admirals anyway. I mean, especially if you have like a ton of faith, like I do in this game. Which I know, like, that sounds um that sounds contrarian to me, but like I just hate the fact that it's fairly weak. Maybe look, like I said, if it just replaced their dreadnought, that would have been fine. That would have been nice. That would unironically been nice. That would helped a lot with me just being the ever loving shit of the Zulus in this game. But like I don't care. Uh, So it's like, yeah, my rating is like, it's whatever. It's yeah, it's whatever. Moving on. Jeez. So yeah, moving back to the war, we basically just kicked their ass. Yeah, we stopped right here in Gungunlovu. Unfortunately, we lost one of our best paratroopers, which I didn't expect. And so in exchange, I just essentially, yeah. I mean, I wish I had more nukes, but like, it's kind of right here in nuclear fusion, which I could get, but yeah, I won the game. Shit ton of culture, science, right here, 917 tourism. Strangely enough, the Arabia's able to catch up to me. Like, they're only like one tech behind, surprisingly. Like, they have like the actual infantry, land ships. I still have the riflemen, Great War riflemen. They have the Arabian Hashemite riders. I mean, I will say, like, I don't know if it's a tendency, but usually Arab, like, like they have the highest pop city in the entire game. Like that surprises me. I can't lie. I do love yeah, it's bigger than my biggest city, Kyoto. So yeah, I mean, I do like that. Like, even with like warlord difficulty, which is on 3, the AA is able to catch up to me when it comes to tech. So yeah, I do love that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. The Zulus were in a defense pact with the fucking Poland, which also they have 6 order. Holy shit. Yeah, they're able to catch up to me when it comes to culture and tech too. So yeah, props, big props. I mean, I see the AI competing with me. It is nice. It is nice for once. To be challenged and shit. But yeah, I mean, overall, this is a great game. Great game. Great start. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to bust a cap on Carthage. I wasn't able to kick the woman out of power, unfortunately. But hey, I made her a puppet, so that's nice, I guess. Ultimately, the original intent for me was to just have like a nice chill game as Japan, but the Zulus had a different story. They declared war on me in the first war, and then I kicked their ass, took Babananga. Then in the second, well, in the second war, you can see we definitely whipped their ass. We permanently made them irreversible. I mean, let's check right here. So 386,000, not the biggest I've ever had, but definitely large. So if you check down here, or actually if you check the infographic, could be outdated, but right here, oh, dang, 62,000. That's bonkers. They had like just over 100,000, but because that puts the multi-front war, because their battles with the Ottomans and Arabia and all that and fighting me. I mean, to be fair, they kind of deserved it. So, but hey, they at least they put up a good fight. I will say, they Zulu has hands. I gotta admit, there were times where I got my ass kicked with the naval invasions, but hey, you can't. I can't follow, bro. If he's just defending himself, declare war on me the first time. But hey, it is what it is. I won. He lost. I'm above him. I'm superior to him. You get it. Let me check. Let's look here. Yes, yes. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's nice. It's nice to enforce my faith. the faith is Shintoism. But hold on. I guess I'll show you this. Here's my religious what's it called? Here's the pantheon founder, another founder or followers, follower faith enhancer, churches, cathedrals, prophecy, and then glory of God. It's still overpowered. I'll stay this with my heart. It's still overpowered, and it needs like a nerve or some shit. I don't know. Council of Elders. I guess I'll show you this. Yeah, I mean, wait. Surprisingly, it's the biggest with Catholicism with the Portuguese, but yeah, it's at the very least my religion is second, so I guess I'll take that. Here's the face of other sibs. I guess I'll show you slowly. Sort of. Bam. And here's the map too. Yeah, I mean, here's Catholicism. Here's my Shintoism. It's not as big, you know. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to paint the map with my faith. But it is what it is. At least it got spawned on an island this time. Oh yeah, I forgot. How many? Dang, how many? I gotta show you this. Air logistics. It's mostly my air units. So I gotta say the war was helpful when it comes to the upgrades and promotions for my bombers. You know, theoretically, when we get to stealth bombers, they'll be overpowered as fuck. So that's nice, but I'm not gonna play that far this time, unfortunately. So yeah, you know, thank thanks for coming. So like, click retire here. Womp womp, we lost. Who cares? We'll click on replay. Uh, here's what the message is. There you go. Spawn a little bitsy island. Let's see, skip forward. Here's the War of the Carthage. Ultimately populated them, didn't kill them. And here's the colonization of these three islands with this too. And then here comes the first war. Right. Right. Come on. Right there. And then for the second war, so turn 35. There we go. There we go. There we go. Little big Japanese like, I gotta say. Which which reminds me, I should probably do the Spanish AAR. I finished that camp. I also finished the Spanish campaign. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I apologize for the lack of uploads. I was having a great time during Christmas, I gotta say. Yeah. Until next time. Browner out, I guess.